Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to your English literature class. I'm Shamima Rahman with you. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and you are studying properly at home. Today, we're going to start a new topic. And do you know the name of our new topic? Yes, the name is My Early Home. Can you please read after me? My early home. Before we talk about this topic and read this new story, we must know that what the story is about. Actually, the story My Early Home is about the importance of good manner and behaving well. That means good behavior. We should always behave well we should be nice with everybody. The speaker of this story, that means someone told this story and the animal or the person will be the speaker. In the story My Early Home, the speaker is a horse and his name is Darky. Darky shared his experience of learning good manners with us in this story. Here, the speaker is talking about his childhood memory. That means now he's grown up and he is sharing his childhood memories. Before we read the story, we already knew the main theme, that means main fact of the story. And now we're going to talk about the characters, right? We already know who are characters. The first one is Darky. Can you remember I just said that Darky is the speaker of the story My Early Home. Duchess. Duchess is Darky's mother. That means Duchess is another horse. Master. Master means the owner or a human being who is the owner of Darky, Duchess, and other so many horses. Dick is a human being. He is a boy and he is a plowboy. What is plowboy? We will talk about it later. Coals. Coals means many other horses. Coals is the synonym of the word horses. Did you understand it? Okay, now let's read this story. My Early Home. The story is told by Darky, and here I have given a picture of Darky and his mother, Duchess. Darky is the little one. He's called Darky because his skin is as dark as black. So, let's start the story. I'm going to read this story. After I finish reading, please pause the video and you read yourself. Here I go. My Early Home. The first place that I can remember well is a large, pleasant meadow with a pond of clear water in it. Some shady trees leaned over it, and rushes and water lilies grew at the deep end. Over the hedge, on one side, we looked into a plowed field, and on the other, we looked over a gate at our master's house, which stood by the roadside. At the top of the meadow was a plantation of fir trees, and at the bottom of a running brook with steep banks. While I was young, I drank my mother's milk, as I could not eat grass. In the daytime, I ran by her side, and at night I lay down close by her. When it was hot, we used to stand by the pond in the shade of the trees, and when it was cold, we had a nice warm shade near the plantation. As soon as I old enough to eat grass, my mother used to go out to work in the day time and come back in the evening. I have written some keywords here. From the part of today's story, that means today's lecture 1, and in this lecture 1 part, the keywords we got are first place, water lilies, master's house, young age, mother horse, grass eating, mother's work. Let's talk about this story again with the help of these keywords. The story began with the childhood memory of the speaker horse Dorky. The first place where he and his mother Duchess lived was a shed with other horses. Shed means the house or the living place of horse. Near the shed there was a large meadow with a pond, and water lilies grew in that pond. There were fair trees and a plowed field and a flowing brook, and the master's house was also stood by the roadside. Then we learned about little Dorky, that means the speaker of the story. And from that story we learned that when Dorky was young, that means Dorky was a baby, he drank his mother's milk because he couldn't eat grass. Okay? He walked, he ran and slept with his mother, Duchess. Mother horse, Duchess, right? When it was hot, they used to stand by the pond in the shade of the trees, and when it was cold, they had a nice warm shade near the plantation, that means trees. When Dorky grew up more, he started to eat grass. That means his grass eating started. And as he could eat grass, his mother could use to go to outside, that means Newmarket, for work, leaving him alone with, not alone actually, with other coals or horses. That means mother horse used to leave Dorky for the work purpose. Did you understand this much? That's nice. Today I have given you some exercises. All you have to do, we always say this, practice makes perfect, right? So read to this lecture part, that means lecture 1 part from the lecture sheet, practice the exercise part, and check your answer with the answer sheet. Okay? Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next class.